years in Deepbandar. So during which he awakened many Sundar Sats, but he was at the place of Jairam Kansara, who was also a disciple of Sri Dev Chandraji Maharaj. Now, when Jairam Kansara was awakened, and later his family members too came under the fold of Baptam when Sri Prannaji awakened all of them. We saw yet another episode where a backbiter went to the French government. However, Sri Raji Maharaj came in as a stranger and he saved all the Sundar Sats. He did not allow the backbiter to actually go and inform the French government. With all these things, finally, after a span of 2 years, Sri Pranaji wanted to go to another place because in his mind he was searching for two Sakhis. Do you all remember the names? Who were the two Sakhis? It starts with S. Okay. So, can we start with Meher? Can you give us the two names of the Sakhis?
Sakwindal and Sakumar Sakhi.
Exactly. Beautiful. So, Sakindal and Sakumar Sakhis, who Sri Pranaji was seeking. Did Sri Pranaji find them anywhere in Deepbandar? Were they found in Deepbandar? No. So, because of which, Sri Pranaji therefore, Sri Pranaji decided to move to another place. But when he told his host, Jairam Kansara, about this, he completely denied Sri Pranaji from leaving Deepbandar because he thought that Sri Pranaji should ever stay in Deepbandar only. And he should keep doing the spiritual discourses about Vrajras and Jagini. Now, Sri Pranaji was still there in Deepbandar for a few more days. And he constantly kept on praying that a reason should arise through which he can easily leave Deepbandar and head on to another place. Now, a reason came up. If you all remember, in the last session, we had discussed it. The reason was that Sri Baiju Rajji, what happened to her? Do you all remember that? She had been on a riverbank and with all the other Sundarsas, she was there. However, some Arabic dacoits came over to that place and they kidnapped many other people. One among them was Sri Baijuraj also. Sri Baijurajji was the better half of Sri Pranaji, and therefore he had to move out in search of Sri Baijuraj. Yes, Raji.
So how is there better sides of a person?
Okay. Now let me tell you this. Better half is a consort, is the wife or the spouse of a particular god or goddess is called a better half. So, which means, in other words, we are saying that as we have Srila Shyamaji in Paramdham, in the same manner, in this world, we have Sri Pramnathji as Sri Raji Maharaj and Sri Baijurajji as Shyamaji. So it's not about better. Better half means the wife. That is what we also called as Ardhangini in our mind. Okay. So Sri Baijurajji came under the Arabic dacoits and she had to be rescued. Sri Pranaji told this to Jairam Kansara, and this time he had no option but to allow Sri Pranaji to go in search of Sri Baijuraj. So, now listen to me very carefully. Sri Prannaji had a double motive. He was searching for Sri Baijuraj. At the same time, in his mind, he always had his vision upon Sakundala and Sakumar Sakhis. So, this was the double motive, searching Baijuraj as well as searching for Sakundala and Sakumar. Sri Pranachi moves from the Bandar. So this is on the part of revision because there was a slight more gap this time. Therefore, I had to revise the story for you. Today, we will proceed with the episode further. And before that, I would also like to revise the story that we did last time. What story did we do? Do you remember that? The story was about,
What story
you
again?
can refer. Yes, the last class, we did a story and it had a beautiful message. Which story was it? Do you all remember? It was, I can give you a clue. Okay, Harsh, do you want to say?
Like with the fish who swallowed a diamond.
Yes, correct. So, dear friends, all of us, we need to recollect this story in which we saw the example of Sri Krishna Arjun and a beggar. So the beggar gets something from Arjun, he loses it. Again, he goes to him and he gets yet another thing. He loses it again. And then Sri Krishnaji gave him something which was negligible, but Sri Krishna gave it selflessly. Okay? Now, before I proceed to the moral of the story, I want you all to recollect that what did Arjun give to the beggar for the first time and for the second time? Yes, Raj?
I only know the first time. Is it okay if I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So he gave him like a bag of gold coins.
Oh, yeah, that was the first time. He gave him a bag of gold coins. Correct. And the beggar lost it because a thief came and stole it away. Now, what did Arjun give him the second time? Yeah, Mehak, go ahead.
A priceless diamond, except like a fish ate.
Yes. Yes. He gave him a precious diamond. And as you also gave me the information that uh, it went inside the stomach of the fish because the beggar's wife unknowingly went to fetch water from the river and she dropped the diamond in the water and the fish. Now the thing the beggar, what did he give the beggar?
You're really laggy, so I can't hear
Did
the
he give
question.
him something very precious? Oh, is it the same for everyone or is it clear for others? Oh, just a
Like
moment,
your
then I'm
voice
going
cracks
to
at,
check.
at the middle of the question.
Okay, just allow me half a minute. I'll get back. Pranam, Aviva, on that. So let's hope um, if you have a good network. Is it better?
Yeah, way better.
Oh, oh, good. So yes, my question was, what did Sri Krishna give to the beggar? Yes, Rajat, tell us.
I think it's $2.
Yes, really $2. And the beggar thought, what great can I do with you? $2. So when, yes, Raj?
Oh, I was gonna say what he did with the $2.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So,
so
yeah,
he's
yes, you can
he
go ahead.
saw a man. He saw a man fishing, and he noticed that the fish could barely breathe, and so he was like, "Why not I save a fish's life?" And then so
Yes.
he paid the fisherman $2 to get the fish back, and then the fish spit out the diamond.
Yes. And he also left the fish in the water again to save her life. So his approach was selfless towards the fish. And as a result, he gets back the diamond because the fish puked it out from her stomach. And as he said, got it, he rejoiced the situation. What happened at the same moment when he was celebrating? Yes, Mahal, please.
Like the robber that took his gold coins was by, and he thought like um that the man was talking about him, like that he found him, but so he like ran away, and he like left the money behind with him.
He on his own comes to the um, beggar and he gives back the bag of gold coins to the beggar and apologizes for the theft. In this manner, now he gets both the two gifts which Arjun had given him in the form of a precious diamond and the bag full of gold coins. So he's there with both. Now, what was the underlying message of the story? What do we understand from this story? Yes, we need to be quick because we have to proceed. Yes, wait.
Can you repeat the question again?
Yes, my question is, what is the moral of the story? What do we understand from it? Yeah, Neha?
Um, it could be like if you give something like selflessly, then um, like even like a little bit can make a difference.
Make a difference. Absolutely correct. Yes, people. Yes, Rajat, would you like to express your thoughts?
So if you say selfishly instead of like you don't need it, like in that you can like the divine like helps you and they understand like you're giving away and being selfless.
It's very good. Very nicely said. Yes, Arch.
Um, like you should always like know that Shiraji is like watching you and testing you, and like you should do every small action that would make a even if you think it'll make a small difference, because it might make a big difference.
Yes, absolutely. What a beautiful answer. Yes. Anyone else who wants to add to it? All right. So, the teaching which we get is that whenever we decide to donate anything, let it be selflessly. It could be something small or big, doesn't matter. But whatever you are doing, make sure that there is no ego element when you donate it. Because if you donate it with a selfish motive in your mind, it will not work as much for the person to whom you're giving. But if you do it selflessly, the divine is watching you and your actions. In that case, the divine will definitely help you as well, and to the needy person whom you have given something, that person will also be helped. So, both ways, it is a win win situation. That is why, whenever we donate, it should be selflessly and with a clear motive in mind. There should not be any ego or vanity in the mind when we donate. So, now today, we will just quickly proceed to today's episode of Vitak or Sri Pranaji's life journey. So, as we saw that Sri Pranaji asked Jairam Kansara to bid farewell to him so that he could proceed to yet another place. However, Jairam Kansara could not happily consent Sri Pranaji to leave the Bandar, but somehow he made up his mind. Somehow he understood the fact that yes, I am supposed to give permission to Sri Pranaji lovingly so that he can go and awaken all the others as well. Now, Sri Pranaji heads on to yet another place in search of Sri Baijiraj. Please remember, Deep Bandar. In the name itself, the word Bandar means a port, which means it is an area where the ships and the sea is found. Therefore, Sri Pranaji could understand that the dacoits have taken Sri Baijuraj and all the others who were kidnapped to yet another port because they were traveling by waterways. He selected the same path to search Sri Baijuraj. He went to yet another port to inquire where are the Arabic dacoits. And then he proceeded from one port to another in search of Sri Baijurajji. So he reaches quite a few places. He inquires in those places. And one of the places that Sri Pranaji reaches is called Madai Bandar. I repeat, Madai Bandar. So for the spelling, if you are there to note it, Madai, Madai Bandar. When Sri Pranaji reaches Madai Bandar, he came to know that Sri Devchandraji Maharaj's many disciples were already staying in Madai Bandar. And Sri Pranaji went to those Sundar Saji as well. The reason was that Sri Pranaji wanted all the Sundar Sat to be awakened once more because the power of Maya is such that Maya makes us forget even the most important things. Therefore, Sri Pranaji once more awakened the Sundar Sat who resided in Madai Bandar. Who were they? They were the disciples of Satguru Sri Devachandraji. Now, I am going to narrate a very interesting episode about a Sundar Sat who is called Pragmal Bhai. You all have to remember this name. The reason is that the episode of Pragmal Bhai is very interesting. He was from Madai Bandar. Okay, so you all can see both the names on your screen. Now, before I proceed with this part of the story, please give me the answers to a couple of questions. Sri Pranaji, in search of Sri Bajirajji, goes to various places and they were port areas. So, one among the places which Sri Pranaji visited was called the present name that is there on your screen. What is the name? Yes, Tash.
Madai Bandar.
Madai. And who was the Sundar Sat who resided over there? Yes, Raj, you tell us.
Pragmal Bhai.
Ragmal Bhai. Tell me whether other Sundar Sat also resided in Madai Bandar or not? Yes, okay. Who were those Sundar Sat? Who had awakened them? Those Sundar Sat were awakened by
Sri Devchandra ji.
Sri Devchandraji Maharaj, isn't it? So Sri Pramnaji thought of awakening them again because Maya is very powerful. She makes us forget. Therefore, Sri Pramnaji went to Madai Bandar. Now, let's proceed to this very, very important and beautiful story about Pragmal Bhai. Pragmal Bhai was a disciple of Satguru Sri Devchandraji Maharaj, and he was so sincere in doing Nijnam Jap. He was so sincere in doing Meher Sagar. He contemplated, meditated every day. So, the purity of Pragmal Bhai increased day by day. Please be very attentive. So, he remembered the words of Satguru Shri Devchandraji Maharaj, who would say that we all are Sakhis of Paramdham and we have come from Paramdham. So, the same thing he kept on repeating in his mind, that although I am a male in this world, but in Paramdham, I am a Sakhi of my Dhani, my Raji Maharaj. So I should have an attitude just as a Sakhi has towards Sri Raji. Because of his extremely high purity, Brahma Bhai slowly got converted and his form changed into the form of a Sakhi of Paramdham. This is what Tartan can do to us. It is so powerful that it is called a Chintamani mantra. Whatever you contemplate, that you may become with the power of Tartam. So, Pragmal Bhai, because he wanted that I should go back to my real form of a Sakhi, he kept on contemplating, I am a Sakhi of Paramdham, I am a Sakhi of Paramdham. And that is how his form changed to that of a beautiful Sakhi. That is a female Sakhi of Paramdham. Now, with this, whenever he used to go out for work or else for shopping from the market, the people would look at him as a female and everyone would be so attracted. Many people would also mock. So, in this manner, it became very difficult for Pragmal Bhai to actually even go out of the house. Now, one day he went to Sri Sadguruji and he told him what all is going on in his life. Sadguruji knew that he was a very pure disciple. He was a very, very good follower of Sadguruji's teachings. Therefore, Sri Sadguru asked him a question. He said, "O Pragmal Bhai, how much did you earn for yourself every day?" And Pragmal Bhai said that I earn 7 kori, Kori. Now, this is a unit. Just as we have dollars, we have rupees, cents, etc. In the same manner, in the previous days, years before, there used to be Kori. So he said, I earn 7 koris. Sri Sadguru said that if you get 7 koris every day in your temple of the house, will you be happy with that? Can your wife go and bring out stuff? And can she not manage the household if you do not have to go out of the house? Raghunath Bhai said, definitely we can do that. So I need not go out to earn. And that is how I will be happy doing my Nijnam Jap, doing my Meher Sagar and all. So Sri Satguru Maharaj blessed Raghunath Bhai. Please be attentive now. He blessed Raghunath Bhai that every day morning when you get up and when you do your Seva Puja, when you do the recitation of Nijnam, after that, when you pray to Sri Raji Maharaj, you will get the desired 7 koris per day, which you have to spend for your household. And with the blessings of Sri Satguru coming true, Pragmal Thai kept on doing this. So every day he was busy worshipping Sri Raji Maharaj. He knew no other things, no other thoughts at all in his mind. And every day he used to get 7 koris in his own temple of the house. So where the altar of Sri Raji Shamaji is, in that throne, he used to get the 7 koris at their feet. This was a blessing indeed by Satguru Sri Devchandraji Maharaj. With this, what happened was Pragmal Thai got the advantage that he could worship Sri Raj Shimaji every day and he did not have to do anything else. He did not have to go out because from the 7 koris that he got, 4 koris he used to use for the household. His wife would go out, bring things to run the house. They used to save 3 koris for the future. In this manner, the 7 koris every day which were earned used to be utilized. So now, Raghunath Bhai was very happy because he got to worship Sri Raji Maharaj day in and day out, 24/7. He was immersed in worshipping Sri Raj Shamaji only. So, when Sri Pramnaji, after quite a few years, visited Raghunath Bhai's home, he sees that Raghunath Bhai was busy worshipping Sri Raj Shamaji. He knew nothing else. He was very happy with him. And Sri Prannaji gave example of Pragmal Bhai to all the others who resided in Madai that if you are in the path of devotion, you should be as pure and completely focused in your devotion when you worship Sri Rashamaji. And you will see the results that there will be a change in your attitude. There will be a change in your inner virtues as well. Now, this shows us the importance of being focused upon a goal. Is this part of the Vitak story clear for everyone? All right. So let's quickly proceed with a few questions. And thereafter, I will also narrate one story regarding how important is it to be focused on your goal. It is on the same lines of this story. All right. So please be ready to answer. Raise your hand and I will be able to ask you all the answers. To whom Sri Pranaji visited in a place called Madaibanda. What was the name of the Sundarsi?
Can you repeat the question?
Whom did Sri Pramnaji visit in a place called Madai Bandar? Just now we discussed her story. Yes, Rachita, could you tell us, please?
Pragmat Bhai.
Pragmal Bhai, okay? Yes. So Pragmal Bhai was the one whom Sri Pramnaji visited. Uh, whose disciple was Pragmal Bhai? Is everyone with me? Whose disciple was Pragmal Bhai? Raj?
Siddheo Chandraji Maharaj.
Exactly. Shridev Chandraji Maharaj. So, was Pragmal Bhai immersed in Maya or was he immersed in devotion? Uh, yes, Rajat, please tell us.
Devotion.
He was immersed in devotion 24/7. What happened due to his constant engrossment in devotion? What change came? Okay, Rajat, you're raising your hand. Please go ahead.
He turned into a Sakhi.
Yes, because he was constantly contemplating that I am a Sakhi of Paramdham, I am a Sakhi of Paramdham. Due to his purity, he got transformed into a Sakhi. But people started teasing, people started mocking, would not go out of the house. So when he goes to Sri Sadguru, what blessing did Sri Sadguru give him? Yes, Ash, could you tell us, please?
That he'll earn 7 every day.
Every day, correct. He will earn 7 koris every day. And Raghunath Bhai happily returned home because every day, after doing his Seva Puja, after recitation of Meher Sagar and Tata Mantra, he used to get 7 koris from the altar in his house. So, in this manner, Raghunath Bhai's wife would go out and bring the household things. How much did they spend and how much did they save out of 7 koris? Is the question clear? From 7 koris, how much did they spend and how much did they save? Okay. So, because Rasham Meher, you all are raising your hand, please go ahead.
He spent 4 quarters and and he saved 3.
Save 3. Correct. So, in this manner, when Sri Pranaji reaches Madai Bandar, he sees that Pragmal Bhai was a glaring example for all the Sakhis because the kind of devotion which he had for Ashyamaji was so pure that every one of us should learn a lesson from his devotion and we should be equally engrossed in our devotion towards Sri Rashyamaji. So this will bring about a change in our heart, in our qualities, and we also will develop an attitude of a Sakhi of Paramdham. Therefore, Pragmal Bhai becomes a glaring example for all of us on the path of devotion. So this was the story which I wanted to discuss about Pragmal Bhai. Now, before we proceed to yet another episode, I will also like to narrate a small little story about what is the importance of focus in your life. In Pragmal Bhai's example, also, we understood that Pragmal Bhai was focused in his devotion. That is what brought about a change in him. Similarly, I am going to narrate yet another story with which I will conclude my part and then we'll hear something from Kalpanaben also. So, the story about importance of focus. Are you all ready for me? to listen to it? Okay. The story is about a young boy who was studying in the school, in the higher secondary of the school. His name was Ram. He was a very intelligent boy. However, he used to always engage in farm work because he belonged to a farmer's family. He used to always assist his parents to do the field work. Every day, he used to rise early. He used to go to the farm and sweat like anything. He would put in a lot of hard work. By evening, when he used to return back home, he used to freshen up, and due to sincerity, he would sit down and do some devotional singing of the bhajans, after which he had a study time. Although it was very little, but he used to utilize his time perfectly. He was so sincere and smart in his work. Everyone in the village was looking up to him. Now, time came that he comes to the college where he had to appear for his 12th exams. People were looking forward to him because he was a hard-working, sincere, and a smart guy. As the exams came, he fared well. However, when it came to the results, when everyone was expecting that he would get a rank, something strange happened. Ram did not clear one subject. He failed in it. And everyone was awestruck. Now it so happened that when Ram used to pass by through any lanes of the village, people would come out of their houses, stare at him, and say so many things about him. Oh, this smart guy could not even clear a subject, he failed in everything. So people started mocking at him, threw sharp words at him. He could not bear it. Days after days passed, and now he thought, I feel very helpless because people do not stop talking about me. So, what should I do? He went to his teacher. The teacher was very experienced and poised. His teacher told him that, Ram, can you do one task? So Ram said, yes, why not? The teacher gave him the task that tomorrow morning, as you go to your field for farming, do one activity. You have to take a pot which should be filled till the brim with milk, and not a single drop of milk should fall out of the pot when you start walking from your house up to the field. Ram thought, what kind of an activity is this? It doesn't make sense to me. So Ram somehow made up his mind because he had great respect for the teacher. He made up his mind and he went to the field the next day morning. He did the task. He filled the pot till the brim with milk and saw to it that not a single drop of milk should fall out. So as he was heading on his way, the villagers again came out of their houses, looking at Ram. They all started mocking and laughing. And they also threw sharp words at him. But today, where was Ram's attention? It was on the pot. Ram was always concentrated on the milk of the pot that not a drop should spill out. So, with full focus on the pot, he went to the farm. He completed the task given to him by the teacher. In the evening, He goes to the teacher and he tells him that I have done the task successfully. So now the teacher questioned him. What all did you hear when today you were walking to the field with the pot of milk? Ram replied, Respected teacher, I could not hear a single word. Whatever the villagers commented at me. This was the turning point in Ram's life. He understood what is the importance of focus in life. Because when you are focused on a certain goal, the other noise, the other nuisance around you disappears on its own. Therefore, this is the importance of a focused mind. When the mind is focused upon the goal, the other noises which come are all silent. They become blur. Let me give you an example. You take your mobile, you switch on your camera for clicking a photograph. You just want to click a particular thing from the whole canvas. What do? You set the focus of the camera upon that thing and then click the photograph. What does the camera do? When you set the focus, the other things, although they are there in the background, are all blurred. And on whatever you have set the focus, only that will come out very well. In the same manner, when your mind is completely focused on a goal, all the other things will become blur. And what do you see? You just see your goal, and that's the only thing. The same thing happened to Ram. His goal was that the milk should not spill out. So by the time he reached his farm, he just could hear his own heartbeat. He could not hear the noise around. He could not hear the comments of the villagers. Nothing he could hear. And when he reaches the farm, he understood my hands were steady in holding the pot because my focus was correct. Therefore, from this day onwards, Ram became extremely focused on his target. So, dear friends, please remember that a mind which is focused on its target, it becomes untouchable. Nothing can touch it, nothing can distract it. Just try to practice this. If you're focused upon your goal, then all the rest of the things will not be able to distract you. So, all the negativities, whatever is there that we come across, what we hear, all that becomes blur, and your hands become more steady in order to hold your goal. So, this is the teaching that what is the importance of focus in our life? The same thing you can compare in Pragnal Bhai's case as well. Pragnal Bhai was so focused in his devotion that nothing could stop him. People would mock and laugh at him. That also did not affect Pragnal Bhai at all. So let me, okay, the time is up and I'll have to ask Katnadev. Uh, I'll take a minute and I'll conclude my say. What is the message of the story? What did you all answer? Very quickly. Okay, starting with Raj.
Stay determined on what you're focused on, and no one can ever stop you from reaching your goal. You just have to keep
Absolutely.
on determined to do your goal.
Absolutely. Very nice. Good. Yes. How about the others? Would you like to say? Yes, Rachita. Go ahead.
Like, if you have a task to do, you should focus on that task and that task only.
Yes, very good. Right. Anyone else you want to say? What did you all understand from the story? Yes, Ash?
Like you should only focus on your task and not like other people around you.
Absolutely. And with focus, all the other negativities would become blur, isn't it? So just remember the example of the camera. When it is set on a focus, everything in the background becomes blur and it just clicks the picture of what you're focused on. So that helps you really very much in your life. All right. So, do anyone else, Rajit Meher, do you all want to express yourself? What is the teaching from the story?
It like shows that you shouldn't like try like you shouldn't be like all over like your mind shouldn't be like all over the place like thinking about like 10 things at once. You should like
Exactly.
yeah, you should be focused on one thing while you're at it.
Absolutely. And no matter what people say, that also shouldn't be any distraction for us because they may say a number of things. I should be focused on them. We should focus on our goal. Okay? Yes. So, Kalpana, then you wanted to tell something to the kids?
Yes, Sakhi. So I don't know how many. I know Rajit and them are joining, and I did post project topics. A lot of kids had picked. So just want to tell them that if you're coming to the Shibir, just pick one of the topic, and if you're not sure, you can ask Sakhi. You can message her. And I think I suggest everyone once they are done with their project, share with Sakhi just to make sure that it's okay to share with other kids, you know.
Yes.
So that's all I had to say. I know other Ursh and um, Summer and them and I haven't joined yet, so or they're not joining, I guess. But hopefully they'll pick one of them and share it with you. But I'll tell them too.
Yes. I think you may have to personally engage once talk to them.
Yeah, but I just want to let kids know that once you're done, just share with Sakhi, ask her
Yeah.
questions if you have any questions, because this is, you know, you'll be sharing with other kids. We don't want to share wrong message. So
Absolutely. Very good idea. Yes. Yes. Our message should be very correct. Nothing wrong should pass from us. So, whenever you all are done with your projects, you can share it with me. If there is any need for any correction, I will help you out. Don't worry. So, okay. Now, then anything else which you want to convey?
no, Sakhi.
Ah, okay. So, uh, can I take just 1 minute and give you all two qualities of Bhagavad Gita and then we can stop? So today's two qualities that we want to write are, I'm just going to type it for you all. Today's quality is Tejaha. This is the quality. And Tejaha means vigor. And today's second quality is Shama. Shama, which means forgiveness. So the first quality will be pronounced as Tejaha, vigor. And the second is Shama, forgiveness. All right. Can you please unmute yourself once? Very quickly, we'll say these two qualities and we conclude for the day. Please begin. The first quality of Bhagavad Gita we did today is
Teja.
Rajat Mahal. Yeah. Please unmute yourself. Teja hai. What does it mean?
Vigor.
Vigor.
Vigor. What is the second quality we did for today?
Shama.
Kama.
It is called Shama. Okay. It is called Shama. Okay. What does Shama mean?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. Yes. So these are the two qualities. And now let us say our prayer and conclude our session today. Bolo Shri Krishna Kanhaiya Lal Ki Jai. Please join your hands, everyone. Close your eyes. Yes. Shri Krishna Sachidananda Parabrahma Purna Paramatma Sri 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 Krishna Sachidananda Parabrahma Purna Paramatma इसी नाम को भज भज के सदा सुखलो है आत्मा उसी नाम को भज भज के सदा सुखलो है आत्मा हे आत्मा श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय श्री सद्गुरु महाराज की जय श्री प्राणनाथ प्यारे की जय कृष्ण प्रणामी धर्म की जय तीनों तेरे धाम की जय बोल बोल हंजवाले की जय सर्वे सुंदर साथ की जय Pranam everyone. Please begin the Jnana Jap before you go to bed. Please not forget to say the Chapai before you go to sleep. Okay? So Shubh Ratri. Good night, everyone. Pranam.
Pranam.
Pranam. Pranam.
Pranam,
Pranam.
Sakhi.
Pranam.
Pranam.
Pranam, Sakhi.